So one of the things that's, I mean, I'm just sitting here listening to this, and it's fascinating in the sense that it requires such creativity and the
Mm,
creative side to do the things that you all are doing. But at the same time, I really see that there's a lot of need for very data analytical type of decisions that need to be made. Yeah,
hmm
so, what type of do you have that diversity on your team, or do you just surround yourself with a bunch of creatives, have fun, and just let things roll?
Definitely. So as I said before, I have Megan, my creative director. She's got like both sides of the brain on fire, just super, super creative, but also very data driven. And she uh, helps us with a lot of the tech in our rooms, kind of understanding that. And, I as well, I love to know how things work. So I try to figure that out. We have a remote team now full of creative engineers that are working on a lot of the more tech driven puzzles. Um, and they are just a bunch of, I mean, it's the Big Bang Theory when you get them all in the same room. It's really amazing. And they, um, have their own set of skills, whether that be building or programming or what have you. So that I work closely with them now too. And then we have our game masters who are there to just provide like a positive experience for people and provide clues where needed and make sure that people are having a good time. So, that surrounding yourself with the right people is incredibly important for this.
It's interesting that you say that because the way that I met you was through a networking event. And I believe that you were with a different company at that point, but you were surrounding yourself with people who were important to you.
Mm-hmm.
You left that company. Now you're with Escape Room Virginia. Talk me through like how you network to
Mm-hmm.
better others, to better you, but then to at some point go in for an ask like you were with this, where it was, hey, there's this opportunity here. Now I'm going to jump on that. Like how did Candice Gallmeyer figure out the networking from one company to get you to the place that you are now?
I think a lot of people see networking as an opportunity for you to be the face of your business. And sometimes when we kind of embody our companies, we kind of skirt our personality to the side, or we skirt our personal lives to the side, and we act as just this like embodiment of the business that we work for, which in a lot of ways can work. In ways with me, sometimes it just doesn't work that way, and I'd rather get to know people for the people that they are and for what other types of dimensions they have. Um, Nobody is one dimensional. And when you are trying to portray um, being the face of a business, it can be very one dimensional. So I like to get to know people for their other types of interests. Other things that they're good at. The guy who works at the car dealership down the street is probably, maybe he's a fantastic painter and he wants to also paint. And not knowing that is the divide between that's you know the inexistent bridge between one person's situation and another opportunity. So being able to understand people for who they are outside of the one thing that they do can help them to understand what they're going to be good at later on in the future and what that next step is, I think.